Hi honeys, my name is Miranda and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my current everyday makeup look, and if you want to see this routine then just go ahead and keep on watching. So this is what my skin looks like. You'll see that I have a lot of hormonal acne. Ever since I stopped taking hormonal birth control, I have been breaking out like crazy. But this is going to be full coverage and it's going to take care of that. First, I'm going to go in with my Vichy 89 Mineral Serum to get a little moisture back into my skin. This really helps with any dry patches I may have, for the makeup to go on more flawlessly. You'll see that I already did my brows. They take me the longest and I'm gonna have to touch them up again probably anyways, so I just go ahead and do that. Next, I'm gonna go in with a lip oil while we're waiting. It's the Yensa Super 8 lip oil. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm and I've been using this every time I do my makeup. Just keeps my lips nice and moist during the application. And then we're gonna go in with two primers. I'm gonna start off with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And then we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer in my T-zone. I don't take much, I just use a little bit. Just to fill in the pores. Now it's time for foundation. I'm gonna go in with the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation in the shade Neutral Sand. And I'm gonna use my extra dirty beauty blender. Don't come for me, it just is what it is. That's how life works sometimes. And we just pounce that into the skin. And you'll see it creates full coverage pretty effortlessly. It's covering up all that redness, all that scarring. I've really been loving this foundation. I love it because it's full coverage, but that does make it so it's not as lightweight, which is something that I could complain about. I have way more lightweight foundations, but this makes it to where I don't have to spot conceal, so it really evens everything out. And I only went in with one pump so far. And that might do my entire face. Take it down the neck a little bit. All right, it looks nice and blended in. We're also going to go in with the Catrice True Skin Concealer, the Hydrating High Coverage Concealer, hyaluronic acid and waterproof. And I have that in the shade 020 Warm Beige. So I take a little bit of that in the inner corner and the outer corner. And I like to go eye by eye. I don't like to do both of them at the same time. Just blend that in. I take it all over the lid as well as an eyeshadow primer. It's definitely high coverage, as you can see. It's covering up my dark circles and my pigmentation on my lids. Go back in on the other side. Again, blending it out, taking it onto the lid. And now it's time for powder. For the under eye, I go in with the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder on a Luxie tapered highlighter brush. And I just hit the under eyes to set that concealer, take it onto my lid, and you can see just an instant blurring effect from this eye to this eye. Sometimes I take it down around the nose. And there's the under eye powder. Next, we're going to go in with the CoverGirl Healthy Vitalist powder. And I have the shade Classic Ivory. You can see I've hit pan in here now. I've been using this every day, as I have with all of these products. And this just provides blurring and some extra coverage and sets everything down. I feel like foundation doesn't stick properly to my nose, and so I like to put a foundation powder on my nose. It really helps to stick and hold things down. All right, now we're gonna go in with bronzer. We're gonna go in with the Park Ave Princess Chisel Palette. Actually, I'm gonna contour first. So I'm taking my Morphe Y11 brush and I'm going into the shade Carrot. And I just kind of sweep it on the side. And then I take it on the very high points of my cheek down. It looks very harsh at first, but it does blend out. And then I I take a little bit of that on the side of my nose. And under my chin. And along my jawline. Then, with my Morphe R2 brush, I go in with Princess Cut and Angle, and I mix those together for my bronzer. I do a lot of blending, not too much blending. Excuse my dog in the background. A car is going by. You see it leaves that chisel where you want it. Go in on the other side. Now someone's mowing. You can probably hear that as well. Sorry about that. Take it around the temples and on the forehead. And I just use the side of my brush for this. I don't use the very tip. I use the tip for blending. So my camera died while I was putting on highlight, but I'm using the Revlon Skin Lights in 201 Daybreak Glimmer. And I've already put that on one side. You can see highlight versus not highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the other side and on my nose. And then we're gonna go back into the Park Ave Chisel palette. And this is what I use for eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M573 and go into Angle. And then I just run that through the crease. I don't worry about too much precision. I just want to add a little color in there. Just to liven things up. You can see the difference. Just using windshield wiper motions. It's very blendable. Put a little bit more on this side to get them evened out. And then I just leave the lids like that. I go in with a Morphe E36 and I go into Crown on the underline. Underline, under eye. This just deepens up my under eye for mascara. and kind of hide some of those under eye wrinkles. Then I go back into my highlight and I use a Morphe M213 and I hit the inner corners with that to brighten things up. And it really packs a punch. Next, we'll go ahead and set everything. I'm going to use Max Fix Plus. Let that dry down. And then we're going to go in with Maybelline Lasting Drama Matte Eye Pencil in 860 Jet Black in the waterline. This pencil is almost about out. It's on its last legs. I love a good black in the waterline, so if there's anything that's your favorite, anything that you can recommend, let me know down in the comments. Because this is not my favorite, but I'm just trying to get rid of it. There's that. Now I'm gonna set my brows. I'm probably gonna have to fill them in a little bit more. I usually do because the bottom of my brows is more sparse than the top. But I'm using ABH Clear Brow Gel. As you can see, I'm gonna need to fill in a little bit more after I put the gel through. I do this after setting spray because I feel like it holds better. Then we're gonna go in and fill back in that underline. See? Just like that. And then I'm gonna go in with mascara. I usually do the lower lash line first. I go in with the Essence Lash Princess for the lower lash line. And it's starting to dry out a little bit, which I like better because I have really watery eyes. And I'm the worst with mascara. It just gets everywhere. But it's easy to clean up. So that's the lower lash line all done. Then we're going to curl our top lashes. And then I go in with the Lancôme Cils Booster XL before I go in with Lancôme Monsieur Big. This is a lash primer, and I feel like it really helps separate and thicken the lashes. Now I'll go in with the Monsieur Big. Excuse my dogs. This is just the best mascara that I have found. I mean, I don't know anything that works better. I don't know what it is about it. It's just the perfect thickening, lengthening. It's jet black. I mean, look at the difference. It's crazy. It's so good. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. I'm running out of my primer. I'm gonna need to purchase some more because I love that stuff. Got a little bit on my lid. I'll go ahead and let that dry and scrape it away afterwards. All right, well, this is the finished look. This is my everyday go-to. I hope you liked it. Leave me some comments below, anything that you'd like to see in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye. Hi honeys, today I'm doing my current Stop barking. We'll try this again.